Marcus and this is the Good News Show brought to you by Thornhill Primary School at King James I Academy. In today's show, we will tell you about the latest animal welfare news, why good nutrition is important for our physical and mental health. We learn about solar power and recycling, and we hear about all these special events at Thornhill. We also find out why spending time outside is good for you. What is the spring equinox is. The benefits of music for your lifestyle. The different features of dinosaurs. And what is being charged to make technology better for everyone. First, we go over to Archie, our animal welfare reporter, to hear all the latest animal news from across the world.
Hello, I'm Archie. Did you know that sea otters hold hands with their loved ones while they take a nap so they don't drift apart as they sleep? Otters live in close family groups. They eat, sleep and hunt together, and this behaviour, which is called rafting, makes sure that they don't lose each other in the swirling sea. And in the other animal news, investigators and police around the world have rescued nearly 20,000 protected animals in the largest ever operation against the smuggling of wild animals. They rescued nearly 12,000 birds, 5,000 turtles and over 18 big cats, and these are now being cared for in a safe environment. Now back to the studio.
Thanks Archie, that was really interesting. Now we go on to our nutrition expert Oliver to learn how good nutrition affects our health.
Hi, I'm Oliver and I'm here to talk about nutrition. The food we eat is so important for our mental health. For example, a study in America has shown that mushrooms have lots of different health benefits and that people who eat them are much likely to feel stressed or sad. Blueberries are also great for stress and anxiety because they are packed with vitamin C.
Blueberries have excellent benefits for us too. Not only do they taste good, but eating them every day can also reduce the risk of heart disease and improve glucose control. This means that strawberries are great for people with diabetes, as they can really help to balance blood sugar levels. That's all from me. Let's go back to the studio.
Thanks Oliver, that was a fascinating report. Next we go to our environmental specialist Andrew, who will give the most recent news on energy and recycling.
Hello, I'm Andrew, bringing you the latest environmental news. Solar power is the fastest growing form of energy, which means our world is getting cleaner, and that's great news for us kids. Many countries offer incentives to install solar panels, and in places like Pakistan, lots of people now have them. Unfortunately, in the UK, we don't have as many sunny days. Next, let's talk about recycling. Councils are now saying that they will fine schools if they don't recycle properly. At Thornhill, we recycled clothes, batteries, and we have bin monitors who check the classroom bins are okay. We also have compost bins and can recycle small electricals and cables that don't work anymore. In 2024, we've even won the greatest cable competition and won £100 for our school. We also have light monitors who check that the lights are on and off at the correct time. This has a great impact at Thornhill because it reduces our energy consumption, and also so we have lower electricity bills. Now, let's go back to the studio.
Thanks Andrew, that was really interesting. Now we go to Out Events reporter Ellie, who will tell us all about the upcoming events at Thornhill Primary School.
Hi, I'm Ellie and I'm going to tell you all about the Thornhill Year 5 Championship that is happening in May. This is a special event where 30 students will be camping out on Thornhill Field for one night. This will help to get students prepared for their residentials in the summer. Activities will include a bush tucker trial and team building. At Thornhill, we are looking forward to Sports Day in June. We have 8 different teams that represent a country, and each one walks out with a flag and plays the country's national anthem. Races include the egg and spoon race, a water race, and a fun team relay race. At the end, trophies are awarded for team effort and overall points.
We are lucky at Thornhill Primary School to have a garden called Thornhill Terrace, which is filled with flowers and trees and is a great place to relax. People go there after lunch to read a book or have some quiet time with their friends. Our student eco-counsellors look after the garden in the summer and they help put plants and daffodils. Outside in the garden is really good for our mental health because scientists have proved that when we connect with nature, we feel happier and more relaxed. The smell of grass or flowers makes people more positive, and having access to green space can even reduce the risk of heart disease and help us live longer. I'm Isabel. Now let's go back to the studio.
Thank you, Isabel. That was really insightful. Up next is Katie, our seasonal expert, who is here to tell us about the spring equinox and what that means for us.
Hi, I'm Katie and I'm here to tell you all about the spring equinox. This is the official start of the spring and the season that we associate with blue skies, warm weather and more daylight. But do you know what equinox means? This word comes from the Latin meaning equal night, and on this day there was technically 12 hours of day and 12 hours of night. If you're wondering when summer starts this year, then the Met Office has determined that it will be Saturday 21st of June. The date depends on Earth's axis and its orbit around the Sun, so it changes every year. You might hear it being called astronomical summer, and astronomers say it will end on Monday 22nd of September 2025. Now, let's go back to the studio.
Wow, Katie, that was very educational. Now we have our music and wellbeing expert, Esme, who will tell us the positive effects of music and the Children All-Stars.
Hello, my name is Esme and I want to talk about the benefits of music. Researchers have found that listening to music improves our memory, reduces stress and stimulates the brain, making us better learners. Singing along to our favourite song and dancing is not only a great way for our mental health, but is also an excellent way to maintain physical health. Doing these things helps us to keep flexible and strengthen muscles while lowering blood pressure, cholesterol and our risk of heart disease. At Thornhill Primary School we have a brass band called Children All-Stars who practice every Friday after school. There are 12 students in the band playing different instruments like drums, cornet, trumpet and piano. The band has done a few concerts in the school and they have even performed at the Sage in Newcastle. The band are now looking forward to performing their first gig at Spennymoor Town Hall. Now, let's go back to the studio.
Thanks, Esme. That was great news. Now let's hear all the latest news and exciting discoveries from our dinosaur expert, Theo.
Hello, I'm Theo. Did you know that there are 3 main periods of the dinosaur types? They are Triassic, Jurassic and Cretaceous. Everyone knows about the T-Rex, but in fact the biggest dinosaur by far is the Titanosaurus, with a length of 27 metres long, and the shortest dinosaur is called Compsognathus at just 4 centimetres long. When it comes to the fastest dinosaur, Ornithomimus can run at a swift speed of 50 miles per hour. There is a huge dinosaur called Spinosaurus, whose individual vertebrae are the same size as a fully grown teenager. One of the most skilled of the scavenger dinosaurs, and my personal favourite, is the Utahraptor, which takes out its prey by using a powerful claw that is on the side of its leg. These clever dinosaurs also hunt in packs. And here's an interesting fact that not very many people know. The Tyrannosaurus rex has feathers around its neck and arm parts, and they are the dinosaur that is most closely related to chickens. So next time you have roast chicken for dinner, remember you are eating an ancestor of T-Rex. That's all from me, back to the studio.
Wow, Theon, how educational. I learned something new. Finally, Tommy is up as our technology expert who will be reporting on the new laws around technology.
Hello, I am Tommy. Did you know that Denmark has banned phones for all children in school? The government wants to decrease cyberbullying, and by removing phones, students will also talk to each other more. In other news, America has introduced a new law which lets people repair their own mobile phones instead of having to take them to a shop. People can now buy all the parts they need and do it for themselves. Finally, in France, they are going to stop phones being used in lessons for anyone under 11. Children are missing out on important lessons time if they are looking at their phones, so next time you're in a lesson, think about your actions. Back to the studio.
Thank you, Tommy. Let's hope those changes make a difference. Well, that's us from Thornhill Primary School. We hope you enjoyed this episode of the Good News Show, and we'll tune in the next time.